What's going on, LiveWire community? Diego here. How's it going, guys? Hey, I want to share something with you. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was riding around with the guys, the LiveWire group down here in Southern California, and one of them had an I-0 with a parking brake on it. And that's something that's been brought up multiple times by multiple people, especially those people who live in areas where there's big hills and stuff like that. There is no parking brake for the bike. If you park it, it'll slide down. I mean, the only time it doesn't slide down is that the kickstand kind of locks into place, but if the bike overpowers the kickstand, you're technically sliding down. So there's a product out there, and Mark Tilton, managing partner at a Bullet Brake, happened to kind of make it happen for us. So there's a product that I'm going to show you guys how to install in the LiveWire. It's called the Bullet Brake, and this Bullet Brake basically goes into the banjo nut section of the front parking brake of the bike, and once you activate it, the bike has a parking brake. If you try to take off with the bike with the brake on, obviously it'll dip down on you because the front brake it'll be engaged. But it should be a simple enough procedure. I'm going to do a real quick video on it on the LiveWire back here that I own, obviously, and you'll check it out and probably pick it up from them fairly cheap. And it's a good solution for those people who live uphill or just want to have an additional peace of mind so the bike just doesn't roll down the hill or somebody pushes the bike over or something like that, or not over, pushes the bike down. All right, I'll shoot some video for you guys right now. Okay, now, so here we have it. The Bullet Brake, let's see, it comes with this nice little 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper on basically Bullet Brake usage instructions, how to use it, and how to install it. Turn on the bars to the right using a paper towel, clean shop, remove the Bullet Brake from the packaging, install the Bullet Brake into the brake line, replace the silver seal. Turn the bars to the left 12 millimeter, give the brake lever a full to lubricate, blah 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 blah. So it looks pretty simple, pretty straightforward installation procedure. Let's see what comes with the package right now. So simple enough, it's a small box, Bullet Brake. You don't have to tear it apart like those boxes at the big supermarkets. So we have the valve here that goes into place. This is the one that kind of locks the brake into place. So that's pretty cool. And then we have here the necessary couplings and rings and O-rings to be able to make sure you have a good seal on it. So it's pretty straightforward. They have also a pretty good installation video on site using a Zero motorcycle out of all things, where we can see how they do the setup there. And here's some instructions that they give us also as well on how to set it up, how to install it. Made in the USA. Yep. 100%. So now let's get the tools necessary to do the job. All right. On the bike right now, we are about to take the banjo bolt off. So what tools are going to be needed and what do we have to do for this first step before we put on this bad boy into the bike so we can have a Bullet Brake on the bike? So we need a wrench. Number 12 in this case, number 12 wrench. That is going to help me take this off right about here, as you can tell right there. So that one. But before I do that, I want to make sure I put this nice rag somewhere underneath here, so just in case we have brake fluid dripping all over the place, it doesn't drip on the bike and makes a mess for us. So let's get some of this stuff out of our hands that we don't need, such as the original bolt, so we can do the thread comparison, and hopefully this will work just fine. So let's get you guys aligned here, and this is where we're going to work out of. So let's get the rag in here, sort of kind of organized in here. Okay, nicely put there. Now we're going to take this rag off. There should be very little to no fluid coming off of this thing, so if we can get this off, never been taken off. So okay, there it goes. To kind of play with it a little bit. All right, taking that off as we speak. There it goes. There it goes again. Take it off. very little to no fluid comes out of it. Clean it off a little bit. We have a washer that kind of came off. Okay, the washer. Now we do a thread comparison. We're gonna make sure that this thread that we have in this bolt matches the thread of the banjo bolt. So let's go out here to the light. Let's do a thread comparison, guys. To the best of your ability. Looks like it's gonna work. It should just automatically kind of fit in there just fine. So now let's continue with step number 2. I have the silver washer that came with the banjo bolt kit, okay? And we put this inside our banjo bolt. Here we go, like so. And then we grab one of these copper ones, put it out here, all right? And then we thread it back in. That should be nice and easy threading process. Should not be a hard thread, because if it is, then that's not the right pitch, not the right bolt configuration. So here we go. Start screwing it in there. It's going in just fine. Just fine, just like the way it's supposed to. Now we grab our wrench and we tighten it, you know, to basically pressure tight. You know, it's not gonna be an over torque thing. It's just enough for you to kind of get the turns in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 up to now. Having a hard time with the camera in front of me. And 5. Let's do one more. 6. 6. Right there. This is not going anywhere. Clean it up a little bit. And now we're gonna prime this thing so we can get all the air bubbles off of it. Now, the next step is that we're gonna prime this thing. So let's continue with priming this thing, and we can prime this bad boy. So what we do is we go back to the bike and we start kind of pumping it here. Okay. You see air coming out of the system here. Okay. Now she is primed and ready to go. Okay, now that we've primed the unit as much as we can, got all the air bubbles off the system, there's no more. Now you should be able to set the parking brake and forget about it. And there it is. So now this bike, its brakes have been locked in place. Let's get on it real quick. Wish I could show you in other ways, but this is the easiest way I can show you. So now you can see that the bullet brake is enabled because it's pushed in. As you can tell right there, it's been pushed in. So there it is, she's pushed in. So now I'm trying to push the bike. As a matter of fact, I'll put the kickstand up just to make sure. There's your kickstand up. And I'm trying to push this bike right now, and it's not going anywhere, no matter what. But as soon as I press the brake, releases it, now I can push the bike across. So this is a nice little gadget, guys. Thank you, Bullet Brake, for enabling us to demo this on a LiveWire, and it seems to be doing what it's supposed to do. So thank you very much. Hope we can continue doing this with you guys, and catch you guys in the next video. Bye. There you have it, the installation of a bullet brake on a 2020 Harley-Davidson LiveWire. Obviously, the bullet brake gives us the ability to have an emergency parking brake or parking brake on the bike, which does not have one from the factory. So hopefully that's a feature that they'll probably put onto it, who knows, maybe in the future. But as of right now, there is no parking brake for the LiveWire. There is just a kickstand down, and that's it. But with the bullet brake, you're able to park the bike, secure the lock the front brake, and the bike is not going to go anywhere. Details, comments, please guys, leave information on there. You'll probably be able to get it from bulletbreak.com. I know you will be able to get it from bulletbreak.com, but also you should be able to get it from our online shop here at HD LiveWire Writers. Be more than happy to ship it to you guys from here too. And if you have any questions, feel free to either email me, message me, text me, or put comments below and I'll be able to answer them for you. All right, take care guys, bye.